What's the deal? What's the deal? What is the deal, people? Hope all are doing well, having a blessed day, afternoon, or evening. Whenever you come across this reading, you already know if you watch me with a good heart and good intentions, you are blessed and protected. But if you watch me with any ill will or mild intentions, or you blind, go blind 144,000 times, instantly quick energy or anyone else's energy from this reading, you will receive karma. Quick, fast, and in a hurry, because you reap what you sow. If a vibe is so low. Don't do to others what you wouldn't want done to you or your family. Stop being a crusty, crabby, raggedy, and in any ass, miserable, bitter ass business and go heal yourself. I remove, I block, I banish, and I repel all curses, hexes, and motherfucking spells, all astral projecting, remote viewing, mirror scrying, all spiritual spies trying to pry. Will be blind, did in this life. You are casted into the abyss of nothingness. So to be collective. So I was listening to music, chilling, working on some stuff, and then something told me to pick up the cards and read the energy as I was listening to music. So obviously this is my energy right here, 144, as I said that. This card right here is my energy, the message I got for myself. I don't know if I should just do a reading of myself. Confirmation with that. Emergency. So as I'm sitting here reading my energy to see what pops up, I'm not even pulling cards. I'm just shuffling the cards and reading the cards that split the deck. So this is the message. I don't know if I should do collective energy or my energy, but let's see. I'm not even gonna use the same cards I used. We're gonna use a different deck, and we're gonna see what the energy comes out, and then I'm going to pull, and then I'm gonna read the message that came out for myself. So we're going to tap into this energy collective. We're going to tap into this energy and we're going to see what the message is for the collective. So angels, ancestors, spirits of the divine white light, light as your only, please provide me with insight for the collective energy. What does the collective need to know? What does the collective need to know? This don't even want to shuffle now. My cards don't want to shuffle. Yeah. The shuff, it says embarrassed, ashamed, tail between the head. This could be the energy. Somebody could be feeling embarrassed. That shot out of the deck. Somebody could be feeling embarrassed, ashamed, and they got a tail between their head. That could be the energy because this came out of the deck when I was shuffling. So we're going to put it back. So somebody could be feeling embarrassed right now. Feeling like a bird. So what do we got for the collective? What is the message? What we got on the bottom of the deck? A Cancer. You be a Cancer, or this person could be a Cancer sign. With the Cancer on the bottom of the deck. So you could be a Cancer sign, or this person could be a Cancer sign. So what's the energy? What is the message for the collective? It says forged documents, letter lied, wish fulfillment in the reverse. So somebody forged some documents. They lied on a letter. They lied about something, and they thought they were going to get some type of wish fulfillment, and it's not happening. Wishes granted in the reverse. So whatever somebody forged, whatever document somebody forged, whatever letter somebody I'm hearing recreated, manufactured, whatever it is lied about, they thought they was going to get some wish fulfillment from it, and they're not. I have identity theft in the reverse coming out, showing here, right here. So somebody could have did some identity theft. But whatever it is, they're not getting any wish fulfillment. So whoever lied, whoever forged forged maybe your signature on a document or on a letter, or wrote a letter, lied in a letter or something, they thought they was going to receive some type of wish fulfillment, and that's a no-no. They're not getting any wish fulfillment. Okay. With this expand your mind, be creative and do something new. Somebody thought that this was gonna be able to expand their somebody thought they were gonna be able to create something new by doing this. God's got you always. So collective. With this expand your mind, be creative, do something new, and God got you always. Somebody could have lied. Somebody could have got some type of document letter, lied on a letter or something. And this could have stopped you with this wish fulfillment granted. Somebody's not getting any wish fulfillment granted on this forged document letter. Whatever they forged. You, on the other hand, you over here expanding your mind. Okay, we got this one, and we got over here. You over here. You over here that expanding your mind, being creative, doing something new because God got you always. So you're protected from this, from whatever somebody was doing. We're gonna see. Dive in that. Yeah. Reclutter, rearrange, switch it up, detox, get right, better spiritual connection. So basically you decluttered yourself. You decluttered your mind. So the top energy is the outside energy. This second row right here with the 3 is your energy. Okay, you expanded your mind. You started something new. You were being creative because you know God got you always. You decluttered, you rearranged, you switched things up. You started switching things up in your life, and you gained a better connection with the Most High, with your spiritual team. And now this enemy turned friend unknown. Now this enemy wants to be your friend because you keep shining. So basically somebody, a friend that was your enemy, now this enemy was, so you got people or person in your life that lied on a letter or a document to get some type of wish fulfillment, and they're not getting this wish fulfillment while you continue to expand your mind, be creative, and do something new because God got you. You've been switching things up, you've been decluttering, you've been rearranging, you've been getting a better connection with the Most High, and now this enemy of yours that forged some type of letter or lied wants to come in your life because they're not getting any wish fulfillment. They're not getting anything granted because you're still shining. So they want to come in your life because you're shining. Yeah, look, because you're about to be famous, or you are, because you get messages in the musical ads. So somebody wants to come in your life because you are about to be famous. Keep shining. You receive messages. You could be somebody intuitive. We still got Cancer on the bottom. So this could be a Cancer sign. You could be a Cancer. They could be a Cancer. Okay, this is an energy vampire, a soul sucker. That's an informant, a snitch, that's two-faced. That's projecting their energy onto you. Because you're a winner, you're victorious. And they shook, they're terrified, and they're miserable. Because your karmas are getting karma for your haters, your enemies. Yep. And now they're selling their ass for cash. Because you took a spiritual bath, or a spiritual bath is needed, and they're facing judgment, and justice is served because this was over money. Somebody needs to proceed with caution. This energy, that's forging. So this energy that was in your energy, all right. So this person that was in your energy. Okay. They mad because you keep on shining and you about to be famous, or you already are. You a person that gets messages in the music and the ads. You could be a Cancer sign, or you could be receiving messages in the music or the ads about this Cancer. Yeah, about this energy vampire that's been trying to siphon your energy as you expand your mind and be creative. But God got you always when it comes to this informant, two-faced rat snitch person that's in your energy. Yeah, this person, while you over here decluttering and switching things up and detoxing, they're trying to project their energy onto you. That's why it's not sticking, because you've been cleansing your energy out. Yeah, your enemy turned friend is unknown. These people want to come in your life because they see you now. They see that you're a winner, that you won. So now they want to be in your energy. And now they're shook, they're terrified, and they're afraid because you keep shining. Yeah, and you're about to be famous, or you already are, and your haters are about to get karma. Now somebody's selling their ass for cash because they're not getting this wish fulfillment granted. And a spiritual bath is needed. This reading is done differently today. So collective, hold on one second. Let me move this. So collective, somebody, you could have, with this forged letter document live, you could have been receiving messages in music and ads about somebody forging some type of document, about somebody forging a letter or lying on a document or lying on some type of letter. This could be a Cancer that's not getting their wish fulfillments granted. This is a energy vampire, a soul sucker that was siphoning your energy because you were expanding your mind. You were being creative. You were doing something new, or they lied about something about you because you were expanding your mind doing something new. And this informant, snitch, two-faced rat, they're not who they appear to be, but you're protected from this, and God got you always. They've been projecting their energy onto you, but you've been decluttering, you've been rearranging, you've been switching things up, you've been detoxing, you've been getting right, you gaining a better spiritual connection. And this got your enemies wanting to be your friend now because they see that you're a winner, that you've won, that you're victorious over whatever they were doing. And you continue to keep shining, and now they're shook, terrified, and afraid and miserable because you're about to be famous, or you already are, and your enemies are about to have karma. This person is people are selling their ass for cash. Okay, you need a spiritual bath, ASAP cleanse, or this person needs a spiritual bath, they need to cleanse. Yeah, they need to proceed with caution because everything they did was over money and they're facing judgment and justice is served. I'm going to split the deck. What's the bottom? Yeah, appointed to be anointed. You were appointed to be anointed, collective. You were chosen. So you could be somebody that gets intuitive with the messages and the music and the ads. And somebody was trying to siphon from you. And now they're not getting this wish fulfillment. And being that they're not getting this wish fulfillment, whatever letter, document, or whatever they lied about, they thought they were going to receive some type of money, some gain out of it, and they're not gaining anything. Now they out here selling their ass for cash, and they need a spiritual bath because they're toxic. They got a lot of transmitted demonic energies on them. So this person needs to proceed with caution because whatever they did was over money, and they're not getting it. They're facing judgment because whatever they did was over for money. It was for money. So they're going to be facing judgment because what they did was for money. Look, I just put the deck over money. They thought they was going to get their wishes granted over money. They're not. They was called, look, spiritual warfare over money. Somebody was calling you a spiritual warfare over money. Somebody was paid to cause spiritual warfare in your life. That is what's coming out. And now they scared. They shook, they terrified because this spiritual warfare that they created in your life, it didn't work. You keep shining, you keep winning. Somebody's trying to block my throat chakra, bitch. That's why you're gonna die. You want to keep watching me trying to block my throat? Is that what you want to do? Because I'm going to tell you every time, you are going to pass away for trying to block me, for trying to disturb my energy, for trying to take me out, for projecting your energy onto me, for trying to take my children from me, my family. I hope you understand that everything is going to be taken from you, man. You're confused? Yeah, bitch, be confused. Stop trying to come in my energy and block my throat chakra. Ooh, you give me a tickle in my throat. Let me clear my throat. God damn. And it goes a little something like this. This is a masculine energy that's all up in the energy collective that is shallow and superficial and a power abuser. And they were trying to blackmail you, but they cannot blackmail you with blackmail you in the reverse. Yeah, now they worried about the outcome because they were trying to keep you trapped, stuck, and stagnant, and they're the ones stuck and stagnant because you had help. Someone was on your side, collective, and you survived the unsurvivable. And they were unable to stab you in your back, collective, because you hold a lot of protection. You are protected. All eyes on you, protection. Yup. And now, yeah, should have known better that you were being divinely guided. And this copycat wannabe is in the reverse because you are walking karma. And they were trying to take what was yours, but they were unable to. That coming out in the reverse. They are unable to spy and gang stalk on you, collective. Wow, look. Justice served. Liberated. Yeah, don't slip up. This is the card kept showing and I didn't take it. You're liberated. Don't slip up. They're waiting for your downfall, but you're getting your justice served. Let me put it up right before that, because that was there and I didn't take it. Yeah, these clowns are in the reverse. These energy vampires. You're not confused with confused being in the reverse. Yeah, they couldn't cause you an accident with accident being in the reverse. So they were trying to cause you some type of accident, and this was all a test, and they didn't pass that. You passed, but they failed. They wanted revenge, and God said no. Yeah, identity theft. So it came out. They stole your identity. This could have been the forged document letter they lied on. Yeah, all types of spells was casted, and it's in the reverse. It's going back. Spiritual violation in the reverse. They can no longer spiritually elevate you. This is beyond time. They have no control over this, collective. This is beyond time. These clowns in the reverse, energy vampire thieves, that you're not confused, like I said, about this accident that they were trying to cause you. Now they're facing judgment because they were being tested and they failed. Yeah, with this one revenge, God said no. And this is just proof that this forged letter document lie was about your identity. So they lied, they forged your letter to get some type of, they stole your identity, casted all type of spells on you, and spiritually violated you. And this identity, this all types of spells casted in spiritual violation is in the reverse. That shit is going back. And if they casted all types of spells, that means they did it all. Every type of spell they could think of and every type of spell they thought of and they did is going right back to them. Only God knows what the fuck they did. Only God knows. Well, we know because it comes out on here too. But you know what I mean. The shit that we don't know, only God knows. We can only imagine the depths and the lengths that these people went. That's all we can do. We can just an inkling of I wonder how far they went. But it comes out on the table. You are a power abuser that abused your power trying to take what was somebody else's. This is a masculine energy that was all up in the collective energy. Trying to blackmail somebody in the collective. Now they're worried about the outcome and they trapped and they stuck and they stagnant. They could have been doing jar spells, trying to keep you stuck in a jar with this jar. So they could have been doing jar spells on you. But you're protected because someone was on your side. Your spiritual guys. God got you always. This landing right on God got you always. You survived the unsurvivable because you decluttered, you detoxed, you rearranged shit. And this power abuser was unable to backstab you because you proceeded with caution. And you're protected from these soul-sucker vampires. This informant about the outcome because you did not slip up. You didn't slip up. They were sitting here waiting for a downfall. That was never going to happen. Ever. So this revenge they wanted, it's a now. It's an N-O. No. 4, 5, 5. No. You can't take what the collective has. You can't do it. You can't blackmail or take what the collective has. Trying to take what the collective's gifts. You can't even spy or gang stalk anymore. You can't cause no accidents. You can't blackmail nobody, bitch. Justice, serve, liberated, face. Look, came out twice. Facing justice, justice, serve, liberated. It came out twice. This is another one. God got you always. That's a third confirmation that you're liberated. Fourth confirmation, you've won, victorious. Fifth confirmation, you about to be famous. Another confirmation that it's over, that they're shook, they're terrified, they're miserable. This is the energy they're in. They're scared. You can walk around outside pretending to everybody else that you're not scared, and you can put up a front to everybody, but once you get behind that closed door, you're scared. Even when you walk outside, you're scared. You don't know if you're going to get into an accident. You don't know if anybody's following you. You don't know if you're going to get hit by a motherfucking bus, bitch. Because that's what the fuck might happen. You might cross the street and a bus might come out of nowhere. Because you too busy scrolling on your phone, looking at somebody, paying attention to somebody else's business. You ain't gonna fucking see an accident coming to you. Because you too busy focused on somebody else's business. In somebody else's lane. All up in somebody's ass crack and pussy, bitch. That's what you are. Oh, fifth confirmation. It says you're anointed to be appointed. Look, after the deck, spells return to sender. You're going to be in shock. Somebody's going to be in shock. Somebody's in shock because their shit is blocked. They're in shock. Their spells is blocked and being returned to sender. Oh, they're in shock. Their spells are blocked. It's being returned to sender. I'm about to create a riddle. They're in shock. Their spells is blocked. It all has been returned to sender. All types of spells was casted. It's about to be their ender. Hey! So that is the collective energy reading. That is the energy for the reading. There is somebody out here that was basically committed some type of identity theft, forged a letter, lied on a document to try to stop somebody. And they didn't stop anybody. They lied on somebody, took somebody's identity and all that bullshit, and for nothing to work out, for them to get karma, for them to be worried about the outcome, for them abusing their power. They're about to be abused by the universe. Because collective, you won. Your enemies are defeated. These cards don't want to shuffle. Look, we got... This is crazy. Look what comes out. Neighbors, noise, harassment in the reverse. If you were going through something with your neighbors and you were experiencing some type of noise harassment, you will no longer be going through any noise harassment. Or you could be, there's no more noise harassment. That's what came out as I split the deck to shuffle. But this could be my energy because I'm about to read my energy. So neighbors in the reverse as I shuffle the deck. I think this is my energy because mail theft in the reverse, unwanted touch, multiple accounts, confirmation coming soon, karma paid lesson. I think this is my energy because I'm about to read my energy. Everything new, guardian guide, everything new, hater raiders. So I'm going to read the message that I got when I was listening to music before I did this reading. And this is my energy. And I think this is allowing me to boil it down to who it is. So I can figure out who is the last person that is attacking me that I don't know. So as I was shuffling the deck earlier, the cards that came out when I was trying to tap into my energy was addict. There's an addict that's doing necromancy. and they've been backed into a corner, and it's something that I don't see. They were trying to dim my light, and it was off. This was for some business offer that is off the table now. So whatever business offer someone was gonna get for trying to dim my light, they've been backed into a corner, and they're not getting this offer. They had this me in this Hunger Game competition. Now the movie The Hunger Game, they're in a competition, but they get killed off. So somebody was trying to kill me out. Somebody was competing with me to kill me off. Okay? But it's over with these cruel intentions. This stinky, sneaky link, it owes me restitution. So they owe me money, okay, because they didn't come correct in my energy. Since they didn't come correct in my energy, they shouldn't have came at all. Now, this person is haunted. This is a karmic man that holding resentment because they cursed their contract. They're naive because they was in a cocky energy and they're disloyal. Downstairs neighbor came out, lonely came out, and then it says false marriage, lives in my vicinity with a karmic family. I have high potential and they underestimated me. They've been doing love spells on me to control my free will, and someone's getting their hands put on them. They're holding a lot of animosity against me because I'm undefeated and they trapped like a labyrinth with no way out. And that I'm protected. I got archangel protection. These people are a bunch of low lives that are about to be taking out their misery. This is literally what the words that came out. So there's a downstairs neighbor. This is a karmic man. So now I'm boiling, putting it down. I don't know the word I was going to say. Pinpointing it down now to downstairs neighbor. So we got second floor and first floor. It's a karmic man that's in a false marriage. So we boil everything down. We go second floor. Second floor, we have the old lady, the older lady that lives underneath me. We got the man. There's a heavy set man that lives alone. He used to live with his mother. Okay, he's a heavy set man, Hispanic man that lives downstairs. I don't know if he still lives there, but he does. You barely see him. He don't come outside only when he needs to. So there's one that could be one. I don't know. I don't know if he's in a false marriage or not. I never seen him with a woman. I see him by himself. So that's one masculine, one man, second floor. Then you got the person that lives across from him, and there's a man that lives across from him. I don't know if he has a family or not, but I know that the man that lives across from him, I remember I was told that he used to hit on, or he was trying to talk to the person. All right, I don't know what to categorize this, but where I live at, I'm just gonna call him my friend for right now. That's what he is, my best. I'm gonna call him my best friend, my BF. We're gonna call him my BF, right? My BF / ex-boyfriend / landlord. We call him because I still live here. So we're gonna call him that, okay? We're gonna call him my BF, my best friend, right? And I remember him telling me that the man that lives downstairs on the second floor was trying to talk to his baby moms when him and his baby moms were together and when they was in this building, living in this building. That man used to try to hit on his baby mom, was trying to get with his baby mom, was trying to fuck his baby moms. So that could be the masculine that is talking about downstairs neighbor because he lives downstairs from me. Now and then we got the first floor. Yesterday, somebody said hello to me, or the day before yesterday, somebody said hello to me, and I'm like, I don't even know why they're saying hello to me. From the first floor, and they walked into the apartment of the family that is spiritual, a spiritual family. He knocked on the door of the family that's downstairs that is spiritual, and they really into it because they perform shit, because there's sometimes when you walk into the building, you can smell it. So it could be that karmic family downstairs, or I don't know, because I don't know anybody from the first floor like that. I know the people that live downstairs, like the faces of who lives downstairs on the first floor. But as far as knowing them, no, I don't. And the only one that I could think of, karmic man, false marriage. The only two ones I know, karmic men, I'm not going to say karmic men, but the only men that I know downstairs is the second floor. And then false marriage would be the karmic couple downstairs. So now I'm going to tap more into this, my energy. And we're going to pick up on this addict doing necromancy, downstairs neighbor, karmic man in a false marriage. So there's a karmic man that lives downstairs in a false marriage, and they've been doing necromancy on me. Look, stinky, sneaky link dealing with childhood trauma. Stinky, sneaky link came out. It came out in this here. So this is somebody that smells. Online community. They in an online community as well. They committed some type of tax fraud in my name. I just seen blow up sex doll. This person could use a blow up sex doll. They're a chain smoker. They're about to go through they're about to experience the wrath of God, collective. Ooh. Ooh. Look, a karmic man. You want to come out? A karmic man is about to go through the wrath of God. A karmic man in my vicinity that's been doing necromancy on me, that's in a false marriage, lost all their power. I'm going to take it. They being humiliated. They're getting fired for being a false prophet. And false advertisement and lying. This person a bunch of heathens. They were pocket watching me. And they in denial. Hold on, let me get myself together. So as we continue, look, they were doing binding rituals. They broke all types of laws to do this. Let me get all the cards in the same order that it come out. Somebody trying to block my throat chakra. So this karmic man that lives, I feel like yelling this. Because they could probably hear me. I'm sitting by the window. So this karmic man that lives in my vicinity that's been doing necromancy, I know the bitch ass can hear me. He probably doing spell work on me so I can stop talking, but I'm not going to stop talking. It's just going to make me fucking get louder. You being haunted? Because this business table is off. This business offer is off the table. You tried to cause me delays. That money you thought you were getting, you're not gaining. Look, necromancy with the next door neighbor, peeping Tom, an old school friend that's in the reverse. They chain smokers in my lane. Someone was on their high horse. Now they're feeling like a jackass because they're a fucking weirdo. An ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend that can't think straight because they're a bunch of circus clowns trying to shut me up failed. Now they got a bad reputation. The downstairs neighbor. That's lonely and ignorant. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Someone's passed away or somebody's about to pass away. They lost in the fog. Someone's being casted out of a society, group, organization, covenant, clique, or family, confirmation, and everything's being returned back to sender. Because they had a fear of some type of risk, because they got no lives. They up the river, shit creek without a paddle. Because they thought they were a know-it-all energy. They did not listen in one ear out the other. Now somebody's about to get confronted in the appropriate way because the signs can no longer be ignored. Somebody could be being deported. This person could be being deported. They being recorded too. Being deported and being recorded. Because the one trick pony ran out of tricks and now they're sick. And they're in the panic room because they manipulated others. An ex-friend. Non-believers. Trying to disrupt my energy failed. And they were very stubborn. This fake religionless that was doing moon magic rituals. And they left a big mess. Trying to clean up the tracks, but they left a big mess. They fumbled the bag for being wicked. I'm getting justice. They were trying to have me replaced. But they were too busy running lies to see their own downfall. They were trying to contain my gifts. Because I'm a healer. And they're disloyal in the work community. They're lame. Yeah, devilish deeds will bring them karma indeed. Yup. They're reaping karmic cycles. They wanted my blood to be freed, but they got themselves in too deep. Look, uh-oh. The dark don't want anything to do with them, and now shit is spiraling out of control, and they're in a sticky situation. Yeah, it's over. I'm not going to pluck no more. There's a bunch of puppets. It's over for these puppets. So I'm going to read the message back along with these cards. So the message that I got, this is my energy now that I'm reading. There's an addict that's doing necromancy that lives in my vicinity. A karmic man and a karmic family. Downstairs neighbor came out. They were trying to dim my light. They did this for money. They had me in a competition to try to take me out. There were a lot of cruel intentions. This person is a stinky, sneaky link. So this is somebody's stinky, sneaky link that owes me restitution. They did not come correct in my energy. Now they're being haunted. They hold resentment because they were trying to curse my contract, and they got their own cursed contract. They cursed their own contract for being naive, thought they knew it all, cocky energy, disloyal. And they've been backed into a corner with no way out because they couldn't dim my light. This person is in a false marriage. Over here doing love spells, trying to control my free will. And now somebody's going to get their hands put on them, or they're getting their hands put on them. Somebody could be in a false marriage, an abusive relationship, and they're getting their hands put on them in this abusive relationship. And now somebody holds a lot of animosity to me because they're trapped like a labyrinth with no way out. And I'm protected. And they're a bunch of lowlives. They're about to be taken out of their misery. These puppets that it's over for. that they got themselves in a sticky situation and now everything is spiraling out of control because whatever they were doing in the dark, the devil don't even want to fuck with them no more. Yeah, it's a big uh-oh. Is they in big motherfucking trouble because they got themselves in too deep for wanting my blood to be freed. And now they reaping karmic cycles for these devilish deeds that are going to bring them karma. They're a bunch of lames. In my work community, so they in my work community as well, disloyal because I'm a healer, that they try to contain my gifts. Yeah, they too busy running lies to see them. So they're going through their own downfall. They're running so much lies that they don't even see that they're fucking sabotaging themselves, trying to have me replaced. But I'm getting justice for all the wicked shit that they were doing against me. And they fumbled the bag or trying to get me to fumble my bag. Yeah, doing moon magic rituals, but it's being all traced back to these people or person, this fake religionless that's stubborn, that was trying to disrupt my energy, but they failed. A non-believer that don't believe in me. This ex-friend that manipulated others. Now they in the panic room. This one-trick pony, they ran out of tricks. And they sick. And they being recorded. They're going to be deported. And the signs can no longer be ignored that they're about to be confronted in an inappropriate way because they did not listen in one ear out the other and they thought they knew it all. Yeah, now they up the fucking creek, river, with ocean without a fucking paddle because they didn't have no lives. They were fear of risk of changing their own life. Now everything they did is being returned to sender and they being casted out of this group, this family, this clique, this coven, whatever it is, because they're lost in the fog. Someone passed away. So somebody could have passed away in this clique coven or whatever. Somebody could have passed away because of this. And yeah, now Humpty Dumpty had a great fall for being ignorant. Now they're lonely. This downstairs neighbor that got a bad reputation for trying to shut me up. This circus clown that can't think straight, ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, a weirdo, someone was on their high horse and now they're a jackass for being in my lane. Now they over here chain smoking. An old school friend that's in the reverse. So we got friend, what we got? Ex-friend, old school friend, downstairs neighbor. A peeping Tom with the next door neighbor. So the downstairs neighbor and the next door neighbor are ex-friends, old school friends, doing necromancy. That money that they thought they were getting, they're not gaining, trying to cause me delays. And this business offer is off the table. And now they're being haunted because they broke all types of laws, doing binding rituals. And now they're in denial over here pocket watching me, these heathens. Yeah, over here lying too, making a lot of false advertisement. They could be saying that I'm a false prophet trying to get me fired, but they're the false prophet getting fired. They're being humiliated because they lost all their power, a karmic man that's about to experience the wrath of God. So this is a karmic man that's doing this. An ex-friend, old school friend, that's a downstairs neighbor. And they're working with a karmic family, or this karmic man is a part of a karmic family. I'm trying to think. Because from one of the readings that I came across, said an old school friend or old friend that I don't recognize and they fucking doing shit because I didn't recognize them. Do I have an old school friend that lives in my building and they look different so I don't recognize you? Okay. If you're an old school friend and you expected me to recognize you and I didn't, then that was for you to be like, hey, Samantha, remember me? Not be mad because I don't remember you. And then want to do spell work on me. Make that make sense? Because if I see something I'm familiar with, I'm going to be like, yo, you look familiar. I'm going to say something to the person. Even if I don't know their name, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to say something. I'm like, yo, you look familiar. And I'm going to say where I think I know them. I'm going to approach them. Now, if I don't approach them, that means they don't look familiar to me. So this is an ex-friend, old school friend that could live in my building, in this building here. And I don't even know that they do. Because they look different. And they work and they collaborated with my next door neighbor. To come for me. ex-friend, downstairs neighbor, old school friend, next door neighbor. Maybe the next door neighbor and the downstairs neighbors are old school friends. Maybe they ain't got nothing to do with me. So the downstairs neighbor is an ex-friend to the next door neighbor, is an old school friend. So or the next door neighbor is an old school friend to the downstairs neighbor. A karmic man. I just shuffled this deck and it came karmic man coming out again. This is a karmic man that's an ex-friend or old school friend to the downstairs or the next door neighbor. Or this karmic man is a downstairs neighbor. Downstairs neighbor. Or the next door neighbor. And we're going to play the stupid card, right? They've been backed into a corner. We're going to play it for being manipulative. They've been backed into a corner for being manipulative. We're going to play the stupid card and we're going to say, oh, look, now the rats is running from the judicial system. The rats are running from the judicial system. They on the run. Karmic man on the run from the judicial system because they got a bad reputation. This friend that they failed to realize I'm not the one to play with for being all up in my business. Another indictment charge piling up for their cruel intentions and their no lies. Now they can't think straight because trying to shut me up failed. Trying to cause me an eviction too failed. Attack me out of spite and now they're getting bad news. They're trying to search for some type of information and they're overstepping their boundaries and they collaborated with others in the past. They're doing devilish deeds that brought them karma. Uh-oh. They're getting karma for the devilish deeds that they did in the past and they're paying for it now. Heirloom in the reverse. This was for money. And they fumbled the fucking bag. Look, rats is running, coming out again. Another one bites the dust. They being defeated. We got medical assistance needed. And they're in trouble with the judicial system. Something about May. May is next month. Scammers in a competition. Scammers had you in a scammers had me in a competition. There's a bunch of scammers, peeping toms that had me in a competition. Divination in the reverse. Because I'm a spiritual OG. Their heirloom is in the reverse. They owe me restitution. Their heirloom is in reverse. They owe me restitution and now they're in remorse. Because they were cold-hearted. So they don't got no money. They owe me money. And they're in resentment. This is the old hags. The old hag, somebody older. Wicked old hags. That fumbled the bag. Wicked old hags that fumbled the bag. Confused about their sexuality, so they fucking dress and drag. Yeah, it's something that I don't see. It's something that I don't see. There's something that I don't see in the judicial system. So there's something that I don't see that's going on in the judicial system with these scammers. This could be an aunt related to me or to them. I saw aunt. Yeah, because they was doing too much and they were ungodly. Yeah, they wanted to join the hate crowd. With this dream magic in the reverse. And now someone was on their high horse and now they're feeling like a jackass for wanting to join the hate crowd. They wanted to join the hate crowd. Now they're feeling like a jackass because everything is being returned back to sender. Anyway, I'm done. Yeah, these are a bunch of puppets. Return to sender to the puppets. Yeah, because it's been made a public display that they were trying to destiny swap with me. And they're about to experience a bloodbath. Because someone is trying to set the record straight now. Something was overlooked. That's why. And they cursed their contract. So someone's setting the record straight because something was overlooked. Yeah. Was told to walk away and leave it alone, but I guess they didn't. Because they're ungodly. Someone's getting their hands put on them. Cat's out of the bag. And the genie's about to be put back in his bottle. You can't hide. They could be trying to hide. You cannot hide. Stuck in a rut for being a spiritual slut. You cannot hide because you're stuck in a rut for being a spiritual slut. I don't know why I keep saying slut. Slut. And measures are being taken against you. Yeah, look. Confronted in an inappropriate way. The one-trick pony ran out of tricks and now they sick. And the actions taken against me will have them in great regret. They're about to get raided. And they're lonely. And the dark don't want anything to do with them either. For being a spiritual spy. Yeah, everything they're doing is getting rejected. Whatever they're doing is getting rejected, collective. So these people that were attacking me, this karmic man that lives in my vicinity. People give themselves away, but I love it. So this karmic man that lives in my vicinity, downstairs neighbor, next door neighbor, whoever it is, old school friend, ex-friend, they're all friends. These are all ex-friends, old school friends of mine or each other or themselves within the area in this building. And they all decided to come for me and now they're getting karma. Look, I split the deck. I just split the deck. It says home community destroyed. Poisoning in the reverse. Wow, look. Setup. Insecure. Fake. I just finished shuffling this deck. Fake religion list. Moon magic left a big mess and is being traced back to them for being wicked. And now they need medical assistance. For trying to have me in this Rapunzel energy. Locked in a tower. They lost a grip of reality. And now they're in the fucking panic room for manipulating others. Non-believers like them. And now this devilish shit is getting them sick. They got lost all their power because they're being humiliated. They took an oath and now they're getting fired for being naive. They should have never fucked with me, then their energy wouldn't be being read in the first place. You see what happens when you do dirty deeds? You get exposed. And motherfuckers don't like it. They should have left me alone and then they would have never been exposed. Straight like that. A birds of a feather want to flock together, right? Y'all want to flock together and do witchcraft, right? Now motherfuckers is mad because they're getting karma and they're getting exposed for shit that they did in the past that they thought they buried. But I was protected from this. They were over here doing water magic too. Hydromancy. I'm surprised my upstairs neighbors didn't come out. But I think the spirits is tired of talking about my upstairs neighbors. Because they already get exposed anyway. They're already loud about it. We don't need to talk about the upstairs neighbors because they're loud. Everybody knows what they're doing. We're exposing the ones that's hiding. That's what's being exposed. The ones that's in the cut hiding. That people they're trying to hide that they're doing shit. And it's coming out on the table. You cannot be mad of the actions that you did in the past that you thought were hidden, and they're not. You thought you could come for me and try. You can't hide. Look, as I spooned up picking the deck. You can't hide this shit that you did. Because you overstepped your fucking boundaries. You did too much. And you didn't know how to fucking stop. Now you mad? Be mad! Because a bitch like me is undefeated. You thought you were going to put your hands on me? Someone getting their hands put on them in the reverse? You thought you were going to put your hands on me? You ain't doing shit. You thought. But you thought wrong. Endings is happening for all y'all bitches. Every single one of you. No man left behind that decided to join the hate crowd. No one will be left behind for their karma. You could run, you could disappear, you could stop hanging with the person that decided to bring you in this hate crowd, but you joined it anyway. You participated and you got manipulated. That's your fault. You still get karma. So you can remove yourself from the person that brought you the problems, but you're still going to get karma because you still took an action against me. Because you overstepped your fucking boundaries. A little bit, way too much. Now y'all scared. Be scared. Be scared. Because a bitch like me don't care. Spiritual suicide. That's what the fuck you did to yourself. Now your ass is about to be raided. Physically and spiritually. Because you committed spiritual suicide. Your ass is getting raided. Physically, spiritually. For the crimes that you committed. You're getting fired. Because it's saddled up. It's about to be a bumpy ride for you. You're about to have health issues. This uncle related that sacrifices people and animals for money, trying to disrupt my energy failed, trying to enslave souls failed, because I have a healing spirit within me and around me. So you try to enslave my soul, but I'm righteous. I'm a righteous person. And you're rotting from the inside out. You cursed your contract, doing love spells, trying to control my free will. One of the last remnants on earth, true believers of the true most high divine, Alpha, Omega, Christ consciousness. I'm done. You have no lives. You have no lives, and the rats is running. Confirmation. But I'm putting this to an end. There's an ending to this here. Because I'm done. I'm protected. And there's nothing that no one can do. Like that Shatta Wale song. Na 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 na. You can't touch me. Na 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 na. You can't touch me. Na 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 na. You can't touch me. You blaming me because you can't touch me? You better take it up with God, because God is my protector, baby. This is all happening presently. You're going through karma presently. You shall perish in the present moment. This present, current timeline. Because I couldn't, because you were wicked. So I couldn't see what you were doing, but you're unprotected. Okay? You're unprotected for trying to contain my gifts that you couldn't. You're not God. Now you're stuck in a rut for being a spiritual slut. That's what happens. Yeah, because I'm undefeated. And I'm going to continue to be undefeated. And you're corny. And in a collective, that is it. You were beating your chest like King Kong, but bitch, I'm a whole Caesar. And in a collective, you already know, if you feel the need to sow seed, don't hesitate to donate with me or to me if the beginning of this reading resonated with your energy. I had to break that down because the beginning of this reading is collective reading. So collective, yeah, that's it. And I have a work from home opportunity for you. It's already posted. Okay, it's free to join. Created a work from home opportunity. Selling digital products. All that information you will see in a video or my community post. If you're looking for a way to generate extra income and you don't have no way, you don't know, if you feel like you're not a creative person, you don't know what to do, you don't have no product, I have product for you to sell. No physical products, all digital products. So, you help me, I help you, we help each other, baby. That's how that works. So feel free, join my affiliate program and earn money just for sharing books. And you get paid when somebody purchases a book. That's how simple it is. You make money when somebody buys something and you don't even have to pay to join. It's free to join. And you get free marketing material done for you. Script templates that you can create into a flyer, a marketing post, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, however you want to use the templates. You have 3 to 4 already done for you marketing flyer postcards, so you can already get posting on the go. You don't got to create it. It's already done for you to start posting. Post and script responses so that you don't have to think of what to say when someone responds to your post. All this is given to you when you join the Soul Essentials affiliate program. Just click the link in either the video that is posted in or go to my community and click the link over there. Peace out, collective. Have a blessed day.